okay, here we have the fairy box. Okay, now we are balling. We are balling. Head. Another head. And here I'm like, tail. Stop the intro. Do you know how much I was fucking suffering for this video? You probably don't. I was losing hair over this. I was losing sleep over this. I was chasing one specific replay and I could just not get it. I was like, match after match, okay, the next one, please. I was disappointed times and times again. I was triggered. I don't think I had ever this less fun playing Edison. I think this period over the last couple of days, I kind of hated the game. I kind of hated it. Because the gameplay I had to go through, it was devastating. I was suffering. Like, the deck is fun. The deck has a fun idea, and you'll see in a second. But holy shit, was it hard to make this video. Okay, did I get the replay? You'll find out. Okay, let's go back to the intro. Watch me be a fucking prophet, because that shit was not normal. And then get into the video, see in a second. 3 times in a row, never punished. Fairy box, greatest card in the game. Holy shit. Here we have to solemn the Arcanite and yeah. Hi, my name is Janis. I'm from Germany. I love Edison Format, and today I have a list for you that started by a viewer suggestion, and you'll probably see it on screen right now, but you don't have to read all of this because I put all the cards that they mentioned into a list. Like, they didn't send me a full deck list. I think I asked for a full list, but this is all I got. And yeah, the idea is, as you can see, to use Limit Reverse and Call of the Haunted to recycle Sengan again and again, to search all these Exodia pieces and then use Magic Planter to draw even more cards. Cyber Valley Battle Fader Draw Engine, return from a different dimension. I must admit that I totally overlooked this card and I did not consider it myself. So this was in all the iterations, because I did not play like this exact setup. But in all iterations, in all versions that I tried, I never used Return, and I think Return would have made my life a lot easier. Like, it sounds pretty good with recycling Cyber Valleys, like getting 2 of them back with maybe 2 Battle Faders. That's a draw 4, and draw 4 would, broken. And we, especially later in the game when we don't really need our life cons. But then again, if you draw it early, can be a brick in the early game. So yeah, but as you see, Limit Reverse, Call of the Haunted, Sengan, Magic Planter. That's all the stuff, all the good stuff. I personally wanted to make some changes, play my own version. So what I came up with was here it is. What I came up with was Prisma, Stratos, Equal, Rhoda line, and I added more continuous traps for Magic Planter. I got rid of the beginning of the end, because I was like, that's kind of hard to accomplish. Especially if your opponent doesn't attack into a tomato or in a giant germ. Also, the giant germ special summons an attack, so you take a bunch of life points. I didn't really like that. So I was going for the Prisma approach, which then can use Sandwich to send the Sangans. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to access Prisma. I think in later versions I used the second Prisma, which you then also can shuffle back with Vortex Troopers. So your E-Calls and Rotas are not really dead, but can redraw this Prisma and deck, or thin your deck this way. So yeah, also Vortex Trooper, another target for Limit Reverse. This helps us stall. Cyber Valley, first effect, still works under Skill Drain. This is a card I also wanted to play, and then Gold Sarcophagus to search the pieces, or maybe search a planter or whatever you need. Yeah, that was my idea. That was my version of the deck. And then I ran into a problem, because you see, we are really reliant on recycling the Sangan to search. And there is one really popular side deck card called DD Crow. And yeah, that's pretty good if you target the Sangan and they just grow it. Not only does this run, lose its effect, and this one as well. No, that's not the only issue. The second issue is that, wait, let's make it this way. This is ordered A to Z. The second issue is that you then can use your Sangan again, and that makes these limit reverse Call of the Haunted stuff way worse. So I was playing on the side. I was playing Heroes Rule 2. I was playing Imperial Iron Wall, but Imperial Iron Wall is conflicting with the Cyber Valleys. What else was I playing? I was also playing a barrier from a different dimension. This stuff for Decree. So yeah, this was my first approach. But then I was like, hey, we're playing a bunch of continuous traps. And my opponent is probably going to expect the limit reverse stuff. And they also, if we are playing Exodia, they also don't expect us to attack ever. So they should side out the Deep Prisons and Mirror Force. What if we make this a Smokescreen? What if we add... Where is it? What if we add Uria to the side deck? Even more continuous traps, card destruction to get them into the graveyard. And yeah, then they expect us to go for Exodia, but we side out all this. And you also see I dropped the hero engine somewhere along the way. Yeah, so, but no beginning of the end still. Because I didn't like the giant germs, but maybe like with Didi, with Return from a Different Dimension, and then also the guy that searches a normal monster. Maybe there are some cards that I should add here to make the Exodia even more consistent. But I'd say the Exodia part was the better one, and the Uria part was the harder to get right. But let's get into the replays. I've talked about not a lot. I talked enough about this list. So, first match that I played, and I used my hero engine here. And you see, our opponent, crazy start, Cyber Valley with Machine 2, Dark Nephthys, what are they on? Crazy deck. But crazy deck, probably not that strong of a meta contender. Like most homebrews are not, Black Rings are not Vayu. So we might have a chance. Let's see. Can we get a W in the first game that we are playing? Can we get a W? They are drawing. It's game 2 and they are on 25 cards. Heavy Storm just hits our call, but we have the Sangan Engrave, so we can just chain it to search an Exodia piece. Here they go all in. I don't know if they could have gone for more damage. I'm not sure. But we don't draw anything to defend ourselves, so we have to admit defeat. Surrender game 1. Game 2, we also have the Prisma Axis again, so whenever we draw these Limit Reverse and Call of the Haunters, they are live. They pitch a Plasma. What the fuck are they playing? Cool deck. Shout out to our opponent. Also, I just realized, let's move ourselves here so you can see my life points. Feeder Chain to stop the Gojo Guardian also, because I had a lot of matches. I want to show you a lot of games as well, so I'm not stopping this. We have to see this very fast. One more thing I want to say. If you see any replays, I played like for hours. I played like deep into the night. I was tired as fuck and I probably made a lot of mistakes. And if you catch them, let me know in the comments, but yeah, you kind of have to expect this here. I have ADHD and when I get tired, it's not funny. And yeah, this was not funny. What is happening? Why did it stop? Holy shit, is Dueling Book kidding me? Okay. I probably have to cut this out, start this over again. Okay, somewhere around here, I believe the replay was frozen. So let's go here. We use the Magic Planta combination with Limit Reverse and Sangan, draw 2, search and peace. Now we use the Vortex Trooper. We have a Reckless Greed, which we are still on in the very early iterations of the game. That's also another thing, like the lists evolving through all these replays, and it's getting better and better, I can tell you. We'll see how good it is in the end, if it gets any, if it gets competitive or not. We'll find out, The Brain Connors here use the Cyber Valley, so we don't draw one of Vortex Trooper, then they have a Minecon to do this again. Where did the first Cyber Valley come from? Here I think we had a small ruling dispute, and we settled it by the coin flip, which they won, which made me take back my card. And yeah, deck devastation virus. So immediately, one big problem for the deck devi. I gotta say that this is one hole that I have not fixed yet. Like, we need to play probably a Trapstun and 7 tools and stuff like that to combat deck devi decks. Yeah, but the space is tight. Especially in the Smokescreen. Smokescreen gets a lot better against the virus. But it's still a problem. It is still a problem. Okay, then I said this was the first match. Second match was against someone who quit immediately. Third match I was like, okay, let's test the original idea. And unfortunately, I'm really biting my eyes right now, because I only realized right before I started recording that there was a return in the original list, and return probably would have been crazy. Okay, yeah, here, this is still occupied. Trap monster. Yeah, let's see how the list is doing. This one can search Sangan, this one can search a piece. And they were also on like a crazy deck, like Lightsworns and Krabbins, and then Magical Stone Excavation. Holy shit. But it kind of makes sense, I don't know, with the Power Well and stuff like that. Emergency Teleport, they have a lot of good traps. Here they're going all in. Can we live this turn? I think we can. Otherwise, I think I would have surrendered by now. We can. Can we? Okay, some shenanigans going on. I probably was miscalking. We have a Cyber Valley, but yeah, as they get rid of our back row and they have the how's it called? Dark End Dragon? Was that the name of the synchro? Yeah, they can just get rid of the Cyber Valley attackers directly. They didn't have a Babel Fader, so yeah. Sangan is here. Limit reverse in hand, Battle Fader, so let's see if we can make it. Okay, here they said they destroy their own Ryko, which I don't really get. Go for the Ancient Wyvern. Yeah, their deck is crazy. Mindmaster as well. Like, that's a crazy. I love that deck. I love it. This is. Ooh, I am fanboying so much right now. Limit reverse to search us a Battle Fader here so we can survive. They also hit a Legacy of Yatagarasu, so Dark Arm's kind of hitting into water. Like, not hitting anything. Goldsack to get the next piece. Here we have the Giant Germ. Can it help us? It might, because this one, Sangan, searches another piece. This stalls out a bit. The damage is not relevant at all. But that's what I don't like about Giant Germ, that you take all this damage. Also, if you draw multiples of them, it's so bad. In a deck where we have Upstart and all this drawing stuff. Yeah, it's risky. And here was, I don't know. Yeah, I think I was miscalculating my life points, because if I could have crashed this one, if I had enough, like, I think I didn't even realize that crashing all these tomatoes and then the fader will get me this result. But if I can't make the beginning of the end life, they would have killed me next turn. So yeah, if I could have crashed the fader, then we would have been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 darks. Could have drawn 2. Unfortunately, I did not draw here, so we will never know what we would have drawn. 3 pieces. Who knows? Who knows if we could have made it? But we didn't, so yeah. 4 real games, 4 losses, 2 matches lost. Next, I was against Gladiator Beast on this list as well. They devoured me. Gladiator Beast was not funny, like no shot. Then I was playing 5th match against Hero Frogs, which also, yeah, I got my first win against them with the Exodia, but I was back on the Hero variation. But they also had Vanity's Fiend, which was also so bad for this deck. So yeah. 6th match was against Cat, which ended. Let me see. Yeah, I think I got 1 win as well. I'm not quite sure. I have to check because I wrote here Exodia loss, Exodia win, but that's not the end of the match, obviously. They had Crow, they had Hand Rip, so yeah. Tough matchup. 7th match. I'm going to show you the 7th match I played because this is against the legend, the man himself, Benny Vader. Do you know him? Have you seen the Fraser Smith, the I'm Nerd video, the greatest replay ever? Because this should be the guy. This should be the guy. And they immediately start crazy. Not putting their cards here, but putting them at the, from our perspective, right corner of the field. It's a Mirror Force. Small spoiler. Here we attack. Do they use the Mirror Force? They don't. Which makes sense if they only see Stratos. They don't know what we are on. Here they're going for a big synchro play. Go into Stardust. Hit us for a bunch of damage. Yeah, here we can set up the Sangan. We do have 1 Call of the Haunted. We have 1 Magic Planter. We have a Battle Fader to secure that we'll live. Destiny Hero hitting an Upside Goblin. Crazy deck from Benny Vader. Legend of the game, in a sense. And yeah, also when I hit them with the good luck and the fun, they immediately hit me with the shut up. So, what can I say? The man himself. Destiny draw, they have the Giant Trunate, and they have it on the Giant Trunate, which is, I love that for us, because that allowed us to get a free search and then use the Limit Reverse next turn again. We have 1 more Battle Fader, do we even have to use it? And here we get even more Limit Reverse. We drop the Fader on them. They have a trap, Dust Shoot, putting us back on 3 pieces, but we have 2 more Limit Reverse, so it's looking good, but we have to live. We have to live. Here I have to get the Battle Fader, and they just surrender because they was like, yeah, corny art deck. Yeah, and I think we probably would have gotten it, I hope. We had a Metal Reflect Slime as well. Here we have the Sangan Axis again. We just hard brew it this time. 2 pieces. We have the Limit Reverse. But they have the Crow. They have the Crow, which is really bad for us. So, yeah, Metal Reflects. Yeah, Pot of Avarice, they just put all the pieces on the field. Which is the way to do it. Dark Ends. We live this turn, right? We also have a Mirror Force. Which will prevent 2500 damage, which still lets us use the how's it called, the skill drain if we draw it, but yeah, this is GG because we cannot protect us. They have the Stardust to negate the Torrential that we had, and here you see all this anti-DD Crow because they DD Crowed us last game, and I'm like, I'm not letting you do this again. Prisma, Santi Sangan, here we go. I'm like, okay, you better pop one of these. Then my back row. Yeah, because even if this is a hamster, I was glad to hit into this. Here they crow us. And this is really bad because they crowed us before we had the chance to use the Imperial Iron Wall. Like, oh, fuck. We can protect ourselves with the Metal Reflect Slime. And we draw the Burial. So yeah, first anti-crow tag activated. Giant Trunate, giving us another search of Limit Reverse for free. Which gives us a Battle Fader, makes sure that we will survive this turn. And I think I don't even drop the Battle Fader this turn. I just take the damage, because if we live, we live. As long as we have enough life points in case we draw a skill drain, I'm more than happy to just take the damage. Here we set a bunch. It is risky into Heavy Storm, but we kind of have to risk it here. Can be faster than they draw the Heavy Storm, and now we do have the Solemn, so Heavy Storm, we are safe against that. Dark Armed, like, okay, especially if the, Dark Armed's kind of like a small Heavy Storm in a sense. If we don't out it, they can add more Darks to the Grave as well, so I had to use the Solemn here. And let's have a look. Yeah, Crow, Hero's Rule number 2. We defended ourselves from the Crow. Cyber Valley to draw 2. We got the Battle Faders. We have the Metal Reflects line. We have one more Limit Reverse. We have an Imperial Iron Wall. We also have the Skill Drain. So I think Heavy Storm is the only card which would kill us here, but they haven't seen it so far. Do we have it in hand? Great. Let's pause for a second. No Heavy Storm in hand. No Heavies. They also haven't built it, so it still has to be in the deck. I don't think that they don't play it or have sided it out. I can't imagine. Yeah, let's continue. Here we just draw and drop stuff. We are on 4 pieces. We have a Limit Reverse. I'm like, okay, but it's risky, but they hit it. They also try to cross. We have the Imperial Iron Wall, and here we get the 5th piece, making us beat the Benny Vader, and as he says, annoying ass deck. And I can tell you, it is for your opponents, and for if you play like, spoiler alert, over 20, not over 20, over 30 matches in a fucking week with this deck. Yeah, it is annoying. Okay, next deck we played was Dragon Turbo, and they just quit on us. I think we were kind of winning this. Were we winning this Exodia? I think this was the time where I was like, okay, we can't hope, like, if the crows early, we have to hard draw a burial from a different dimension, and then also getting all this stuff in, like Imperial Iron Wall conflicts with the Cyber Valley. And I was like, okay, let's go for the. This is where I had the Uria idea. First duel, Dragon Turbo. It was going good with Exodia, but they just quit on us because they didn't want to play this stall heavy deck. Next deck was against Glads, which we squeezed out a win with Exodia. And then when we played Uria, they just hard quit on us. So yeah, I was not getting the replay where we get the Exodia win and the Uria win. This is the replay that I'm chasing. Next up, against Black Wings, Exodia loss, Uria loss. So next up, Gladiator Beasts again, which this time devoured us. 2 losses, both Exodia and Uria lost. Then we were up against Geminis, and we all actually got the Exodia win. I was like, okay, this time not against Bloods and not against Black Wings. Gemini, we can get the Uria win. We can do it. They quit on us. Fuck. I was mad. And then the next one is a replay I'm going to show you, because I'm not showing you all the games. This is game 1, and I paused the replay here. I wanted to see you the Dark Bride, but we've seen enough Exodia. Let's focus on the Uria here. So this is how it's going, and we have to declare defeat here because they would have just killed us that turn. But I wanted to show you what type of deck they are playing, because that was a crazy elemental hero fusion. This time around, I'm not sure. Have they seen the Exodia? Let me have a look. No, they probably have. So this time we were on Uria, and we used the Vortex Trooper, and there. We have the Uria, we have the Rivalry, which will, just send the Vortex to Graveyard. Also, let me mute my smartphone. Okay, let's get back into this. We draw. We have the Metal Reflect line to defend us. I'm also mad because they were on Magical Android, and I was like, yeah, why do you make Magical Android? Like, it makes sense. It doesn't know. It makes sense against Uria, but they don't know that we are on Uria. And they should think that we are on Exodia, and I'm going for the OTK, but how can I OTK them if they increase their life points while I'm stalling and setting up? So this is a huge problem. We really need to get rid of this or get a skill drain. I can really get rid of this. So yeah, I'm already annoyed at the Uria strategy. Exodia did not win as well here, but yeah. And then they also had the spiritual water art Aoi, which totally makes sense against Exodia. Kills Exodia. Uria is dropping here, but it's not big enough. It's only 5 continuous traps in the graveyard. I think this was kind of what made me also increase the draw traps and stuff like that and go for even more continuous traps. He was thinking whether I should drop the Battle Fader or not, but I decided against it. Here I have to. And this is doing, yeah, piercing damage. I had another Battle Fader. I had a Gravity Bind, and I should have totally set the Gravity Bind, but I was like, okay, let's go for Battle Fader first, and then, yeah, I don't know. I should have done it, but I did not expect this piercing beast. So yeah, Uria, first time hitting the field, but it did not do enough. Next deck, next matchup again against fucking Gladiator Beast, which just won both matches. So yeah, lads, horrible matchup. Hate it with this deck. They just devour your continuous traps one after the other. Unless you draw like the Royal Oppression or the Skill Ring. Then you have a good chance of combating them. But they have the fucking trap stunts as well. So yeah, it's... yeah, next match I'm going to show you. Ecold, Stratus, Prisma. Next turn we are going to get the Sengen. And here, in hindsight, like today I would have used the Gold Sack to search for a Magic Planter. Yeah, also, one thing that I learned way too late, that you shouldn't use the Gold Sack early because it thins your deck of Exodia pieces and then you are more likely to draw them. Also, as you can see, they had the Cyber Dragon, I had the Cyber Valley, but... Okay, can we show these? No, we can't. I forgot to add a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon to the deck, and I was so mad. But luckily we had the Torrential Tribute to make it not even worse. And as I said, today I would have held onto this until we have like 4 Exodia pieces or 3 and a way to get a 4th. But then again, we do have a Limit Reverse and a Call, so we can get it. They don't attack Sengen here, which I don't agree with, so yeah, we just pop it ourselves by turning it to defense, and now we are on 4 pieces. They allure to get even more there. They attempt the hand. No, they don't really attempt the hand rip. We do have the skill ring, really important card against Abalums. I also don't know. I played against so many fucking Abalums. Why was I playing against so many fucking Abalums? And here, I do not see it. Did we draw the 5th piece or did they just surrender? I think we drew the 5th piece, right? I missed it, sorry, and I can't remember because too many matches. I watched all of these fucking replays again, yesterday to see which replays I want to showcase you. Here they get the Abellum hit, and it's really bad, but we do have the Fiendish Chain here. They have the Caius to get rid of one. Like, without the Caius, we could have summoned Uria, and how big would it have been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8,000. 8,000 attack Uria, which would have made some damage, but then he would have just brain conduit and killed us with it. So in a sense, we are lucky that we did not drop Uria here. But they kill us this turn as well, I believe. And yeah, I could not get it back into this game anyway. Like, I was too much behind. So let's see how the second game is going. Okay, we do have the Rivalry, we do have the Imperial Iron Wall and the Mask of Restrict, so no Caius is going to hit us. They, set up all these spellcasters. Do they use the Descendant here? They totally should, but they don't. What are they doing? What are they doing? I forgot that we are still under Cold Wave, but we do have the Battle Fader to live. And here we're hitting them with the Uria Prio. They could have used... Yeah, okay, here I was totally bullshitting them, but it doesn't matter because they still won. Yeah, because Prio, like the summoning is happening first, so they could judgment this. I've been reading up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings a lot. The last like 2 days, because I gotta admit I came from a more casual background, and then when I played more competitive, I played a lot of battle simulators which had the rules implied for you, so you don't have to know them either. And yeah, this was just stupid. I should have known this. Like, Solemn negates the summon, and if the summon gets negated, you don't even get to call Frio. But they won, so I'm really glad that we did not rob them of their win. So, but if they did not have, still wouldn't have mattered. Next replay is against Gigavice. And as you can see, game 1 is almost over here. Let's see, yeah, we don't have the defense. So we are losing game 1 with Exodia. Game 2, I think I still kept Exodia. Because I'm not even sure if they saw Exodia game 1, so... Or even if they saw Exodia, they probably didn't see the limit reverse stuff, so I was like, okay, they're probably not bringing in crows, and... Okay, the Royal Oppression is something that they shouldn't play anyway, or Fossil Diner, so I was kind of confident to go for Exodia again here. Let's see how this is working out. This one is annoying, and it's really annoying that they had the Solemn for our Solemn, and now we're dropping really low. Yeah. We get rid of this, and let's see how this is working out. We do have the Skill Drain, which I use rather than the Fiendish Chain. And here we have to Fiendish our own Prisma. If they had left this in attack, they could have won. So yeah, here we plant our way the Fiendish Chain, and then we use... Yeah, I should have used the Cyber Valley here to get rid of the switching beast. Yeah, they did not... Yeah, didn't give them it early enough, so there was a little confusion here. Now we're stalling behind the Metal Reflect Slime. We have the Torrential Tribute, which I use here because this is getting too scary. If they get rid of this, then their Bryanek is live, can bounce stuff, and as you can see, we are drawing a lot. The Cyber Valley was supposed to protect us. They do have the Heavy Storm, which will let us search the 4th piece because we had the Limit Reverse set, but it's, yeah, really, really scary now. 4 pieces though. 5th piece, we searched it. We win. We get an Exodia win. Can we get the Uria win against Gigavice? Let's see. They immediately hit us with the combo Lone Fire, Supervise, both in hands. Crazy start. Power Tool. I think they were complaining. Game 1 as well, that they always got the wrong card. We do have the Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, which is good against special summoned monsters. Problem is that this one can omit summon itself, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, let's see. We're searching the Magic Canter to draw more cards. We need more continuous traps in the graveyard. We can't drop Uria too early. Here we draw the second one. I was like, come on, give me something I can use. I don't need second Uria. We need 3 hours down on 2 along the way, but that was not enough, because if you don't draw the Uria if you need it, but if you draw too many early, it's... Yeah, Uria, it got me. It got me mad at times, it got me mad. And here we do have the Metal Reflect Slime, so we can't store them out. Like, this one is actually a beast for them. And here, they fucking surrendered. They used the Solemn. I was so glad that they got to 4000 LP. And they surrendered. And I was playing out the left. And I was playing out. I mean, I can understand them, but we were so close to get the fucking one replay that I wanted. We won with Exodia, and we had a good shot of winning with Uria. Because here we would have went for Magic Planter, because I think, yeah, there was no continuous trap. Like, we need this to be at 5,000 and then hit over the Lone Fire. So, Magic Planter, let's have a look, We also have the card destruction. And then the card trooper. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they left this in attack, then Uria next turn, and we would have lived because we have the Battle Fader. Even, yeah, okay. Miracle Fertilizer, yeah, if they don't draw out to one of these back rows, then Uria would have come down, and I don't even know if they would have changed this to defense. Like, maybe they should. Maybe they would have. Let's see, what else do we draw? Yeah, we also get the Cyber Valley, draw even more, yeah. And, yeah, this is how we would have done it. Then we also could use card destruction, and then we would be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On 6,000, so if this is in defense, it's barely not enough. I mean, we had a fair shot and they left on us. I was so mad. But yeah, that was the problem. We were either losing or we were winning, and they were quitting before I could get to the replay. Okay, this was against Lorenzo Sana. Next was against Danny Tuono, and here I can showcase you another problem I ran into, but at least here we theoretically have an out. You'll see. They deny us the Prisma. Fortunately, at this point we are on 2 Prismas, I believe. Yes, we are, so we can get another one, and doesn't really matter if we have the Sangan access too early. We just want to get it eventually. So, yeah, next turn we are accessing Sangan, and now we can set the limit reverse. We also Imperial Custom. I think at the beginning I was not on this card, but it's really good. It's really good if you play a lot of continuous traps. Here we use the Cyber Valley, draw a bunch, and they hit us with the fucking Decree. We still can get on Christia and Decree. So, what can we do? No traps, no Battle Fader. Even if we get rid of this, I don't think that. Yeah. I think we never mained the MST, so this should just be over unless we hard draw into it. We do have 1 gold sack, but our back row is clocked, and they can even get rid of the Cyber Valley. Attack us this way, and then they banish their Christia. I was like, okay, that's a chance. We can drop a Battle Fader, and yeah, I don't do it. Because this is banished, and as long as we can survive. But yeah, main deck Decree. What can we do? This time we sided in the Space Typhoon, and we also are on Uria now, because I'm like, okay, you're probably not on Deep Prison and Mirror Force. Cloak and Dagger, a card that I... Wait. Where's Cloak and Dagger? There it is. Yeah, another card that I played some time along the way, but yeah, I got rid of it eventually. It is nice, and it makes sense in matchups like these. Call it Christia, call it Vanity's Fiend, or stuff like that. Yeah, don't know why they were so afraid of the Battle Fader, but I mean, we don't really put monsters into play anyway, but we do put Cyber Valley. I would have used this on the Cyber Valley. And here we draw the Fairy Box, and this will become very relevant. I believe you've seen this in the intro. I think I make this my intro, so... yeah. Fairy Box. If they get both attacks, we die. But I call heads 2 times and lands on heads 1 time, so I'm living this turn. I'm living. Next turn... Okay, I should pay... I think maybe this... Is this the replay? We'll see. Okay, no, it's not. It's another one. Here we just use it to draw even more. We do have a Metal Reflect Slime. We have 3... But we can't activate the skill ring. That's a problem. And we don't even have Uria because we had to card destruct it away. So let's see. Cyber Valley to stall out. Call of the Haunted. Here they draw themselves with the Cyber Valley, and now they go to Tethys. This allows us to draw one, and for turn we draw the Uria, and we can use this beast. 10,000 attack, OTK. No back row stopping us. We even had the MST to get rid of it. Was a solemn, would also not be a problem. Only honest is stopping us. And also I just realized we had a misunderstanding because I was like I like main decree because it jank proofs your deck in a sense. I don't know if this is a language barrier thing, if I said it wrong. But if I think about, if I say jank proof, I mean that it makes your deck secure, like gives you security against jank decks like mine's. But I think they got it the wrong way because I was like, main deck decree, jank proof, yeah. They were like, ah ha 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 ha. I was not understanding, and here they were like, I think about your big talk and to play a really junk deck XD and jank proof, yeah. Yeah, they got it the wrong way. Let's continue the replay. I think they get even meaner. Hurt my feelings in this game. So, we got a Uria win. Now we only need an Exodia win, and then we would have the replay. One Uria win, one Exodia win. That's all we wanted, right? So, you just have to win this one, but holy shit, it is not looking good. Christia on field. Brian Neck beating down on us. But we do have security. No, we don't. They have the Royal Decree and yeah, Junk Decree. Ah ha 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 ha. Junk, shut up. So yeah, they got it the wrong way. I don't know if I said it wrong. Doesn't matter. Okay, this was against Danny Tuono. Next up, we were against Ultra Noob. And Ultra Noob, let's see if they are actually an Ultra Noob. They were on Diva Hero with Voltic. So this is game 1. For time reasons, I only show you the end of it. We draw the Exodia. We win game 1. So this is the point where we are starting against Ultra Noob. We just need an Uria win. Can we get an Uria win? Trap does shoot. Which is actually fine. We have to use the card destruction because we have a skill drain, but we need something to defend it. And here you see the Uria. Like Card Trooper, yes, it mills you these continuous traps, but it mills the Uria. It takes away all the surprising moments. Yeah, you saw in the now final version that I was not on Card Trooper in the end. Here they have the Heavy Storm. We do have the Imperial Custom, but they have the traps done. And I was like, fuck. Okay, so we won one game with Exodia. Can we get one win with Uria as well? To finally win a match. One game with Exodia, one with Uria. Our opponent not quitting. And here you were like, banish upgrade. What the fuck? Card destruction is not working. Magic Enter is not working. Yeah, our continuous traps are not hitting the graveyard. I was like, holy shit. And they're still on Honest as well. So even if we get the Uria, if they have Honest in hand, we do have the card destruction to get rid of it. But holy fuck, is this bad. Yatta, okay, Cyber Valley will stall us one more turn. Can we draw something? Another Cyber Valley, so we can stall even longer. They get rid of it though. Honest, we are still living. Card Trooper. And yeah, we hit over the Honest, so but they have a second Honest and we just lose to that. I'm not even sure if I knew about the Honest. Yeah, okay, so Exodia win, but not an Uria win. And I think because like maybe we could have won if I didn't just stupidly attacked into the Honest. So this was also eating away from me that there were games where I felt like I could have gotten it maybe, but I misplaced because, yeah, as I said, I played like late into the night. I was so tired. I was so tilted. Like I should have stopped and we just went to bed, but I just wanted to get this replay and was so tilted. Next up, yeah, game 1. Let's see who wins. Do we get the Exodia win? Double gold sark. So we have 3 pieces. 2 we will get in 2 turns. Can they stop us? They have the air balloon, but we do we have the mirror force? No, we have the reflect slime. Mirror force would not work because they have starters. They could have made another level 8. So yeah, maybe they should have done this. And yeah, they cannot stop us. We get the 5 pieces. We win game 1. We just need an Uria win. Is this the match where we will get the Uria win? Let's find out. Card Trooper, milling. What do we have? We have a skill drain and Legacy. We activate the skill drain to get us back to 400 attack. And it's less damage that way. Also, yeah, the Ryko is not doing anything now. We're still in draw traps here. So yeah, I get rid of them eventually and just replace them for even more stall. Because I figured the more we stall, the longer the games go, the more goes to graveyards, the easier it gets it to, yeah, get a big Uria, because we summon Uria with 4000 attack and that's not enough. Here they go for Cat, they have the Abalams. We do have this skill drain still. Do we have something? We could have solemned this, no, but we don't. Gold Sark for Card Trooper, because I was like, I don't want to draw a Card Trooper. Here it's kind of good that we have the, no, I mean, it doesn't matter because we just have the Battle Fader. Here we solemn this guy and they go for Rekindling. Yeah, they smash Battle Fader. They have the Trap. They have the Trap Dash Shoot expecting us to have Exodia pieces, but they don't know that we are on Uria yet. They don't know. Can we get them? How many? How big would the Uria be? 1, 2, plus 3 on field. Maybe we can pop this one. So like, wait, how many was this? 2, 5, like maybe 6. 6,000. That's not enough. So we still have to hold out. My nose is itching. They have the Pot of Avarice. Next turn, we gotta get the Gold Sark. It's annoying that I had to place this on the field, but I needed all my back row. Now we get the Card Trooper. And here I misplayed because I was like, okay, we need to mill even more. But I did not realize, because it was so late, I was so tilted that I was on fucking 500 life points. So, yeah. We were stupid. Maybe we could have won this, maybe. Like, we were almost there. Like, if we would have just said this, we had protection, we would have drawn one more card. Yeah, but we have another shot. We have one more game. We have the Exodia win. We just need the Uria now. Unfortunately, they have seen the Uria because we milled it with Card Trooper, so the moment, yeah, the surprising moment is gone. Here the Solomon, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty good, because now they're on 4k life points. So Uria, we don't have to make it that big. Like, it doesn't have to be like 9 or 10,000 attack. And also, we have the skill drain, we have the Mirror Force 50 Grave. Like, we still need something for... Okay, yeah, we draw. We need something like a Metal Reflect Slime. I was also in the beginning, I was on like 2 of them. In the end, I was on 3 because Metal Reflect Slime, it is really important, I found out. Ryko, but we do have the Imperial Custom. Caius, but we have the Skill Drain. And let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How many continuous traps are in graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 in graveyard. And we will tribute 3 for Uria. So we are on 8. 8,000 attack. 8,000 attack into Caius. That's it. I'm finally free. Or so I would think. Because there's one issue. Torrential? That's not an issue because this will miss timing, because you can prio this effect and then they can chain to it. So Torrential is not an issue. This is fake. But this is a Mirror Force. And they did not fucking side out Mirror Force. But yeah, then did you saw the Uria last game? I think, yeah, I think they did. So yeah, maybe last game they were not on Mirror Force. This game they are. Do we hit the Mirror Force? Am I the greatest player ever? I am fucking not. I did not hit the Mirror Force, and yeah, that's fucking GG. That's fucking GG. Yeah, they get rid of the battle. Okay, here we have the fairy box. Okay, now we are we are balling. We are balling. Head. Another head. And here I'm like tail, tail, tail. 3 times in a row. Never punished. Fairy box, greatest card in the game. Holy shit. Here we have to solemn the Arcanite and yeah. And I missed here, but I hit it here. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Fairy box did its job. Now we have another battle fader. They are not getting through to this, so yeah. I'm just too good. Uria in hand, but yeah, we don't have anything. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. So yeah, we lose this one. And it was so close. If we had hit the fucking Mirror Force, we would have gotten it. Okay, next up, we played against Trick Draw, which, yeah, Exodia lost, Exodia win, and then an Uria loss. And next up, I'll show you this one as well. I show you this one as well, because you gotta understand how much, like, I did not show you the Gladiator Beasts replays, they just eat me alive, but there are other decks that eat us alive as well, because what the fuck is this? Traps does shoot into fucking Mind Crush? I was glad that I did not have an Exodia piece in hand, but holy shit. Holy shit, why do I have to play against this? Are we Spiritual Water Art? Are we? I was like, okay, I can't play this. I just, this time I quit. This time I quit. I was like, yeah, there's no shot that I can ever win this. Then we played against Crystal Beast and was like, yeah, finally a deck that is maybe bad enough that we can win, but they quit on us after we stalled them out with Exodia game 1. Then we played against Monster Mesh and we fucking lost both games. They even dropped the fucking Montage Dragon on us. Then Gigavice and they quit. Diva Hero, but we could not win with Uria. Flameville Gravekeepers and they quit on us. We got the Exodia win and then they quit. Then Morphtronics, another deck was like, yes, finally, we can get it. Against Morphtronics, we can get it, right? Right? No, they fucking quit on us again. Via Turbo, I quit after they had a virus game 1. And at this point, I was like, yeah, I'm not virus-proofing my deck. If they have virus, I just quit. Like, yeah, we probably should add something to the side for viruses. Then Nitro Bio, where we won with Exodia and lost with Uria, so we did not get the Uria win. Then we were against Black Wings and I quit. I don't even know why I quit there. 30 matches. 30 fucking matches. And all of them took way too fucking long because we were stalling every game. So yeah, and I started like in the beginning of the week. But yeah, so let's have a look at the 31st match. This is game 1, this is game 1. And I don't know why they just surrender on us. So I count this as an Exodia win. They know that we are on Exodia pieces and I was like, oh, did I? I'm irritated. I'm irritated. Why did we lose game 2? I don't even know. I don't even know. But we have to probably... Don't ask me. Don't ask me. We were on Exodia as well. Did I forget the side? Here I saw a scary card decree, but he milled it. Sorry for the confusion. Maybe you realized what was going on. I'm not looking back at this. I spent so many time playing and looking, watching replays and all this stuff. Okay, can we get the fucking Uria win? Can we fucking get it against Bloodstained King? Let's see. We have a battle fader, and here the Uria is dropping, but it's small. It is small. But we kind of have to drop it here just for defense purposes. Here we Torrential and they drop a fucking JD. We do have the Starlight Road. And here I'm attacking. I'm like, okay, if I win this game, we summoned Uria and we attacked with it. I'm counting that. Honest and GG. we did not fucking get a win. Next match was against a player with a really low elo, and I was like, I can win this, but they were on black rings, and I don't know if they played a lot of jank, and now they were like, okay, let's get the elo back, because with black rings, they just destroyed us. They destroyed Exodia, they destroyed Uria, no shot. Then I was against Frog Monarchs, and they had Testalus and Light and Darkness Dragons, so yeah, no shot we were winning this either. And so this, at this time, was 33 matches in. And I was like, okay, I'm giving up. We have a Uria win, we have a game where we would have probably theoretically won Exodia and Uria. So I'm just showcasing you this. I don't have a match where we win both, so I'm just kind of like, yeah, this is like my last match. This was kind of funny because they were on gadgets and here we were just stalling. And yeah, nothing much is happening this game anymore, I can tell you. And this is also a way to get to Exodia. I think, yeah, there's no Sengen in the graveyard. And there will not be a Sengen in the graveyard. And I was like, okay, yeah, they're going with the flow. I don't know what they're waiting for, if they have anything. They also clocked their own back row, so no Heavy Storm is hitting us, no MST. And he was like, yeah, we just hard drew Exodia. I was like, okay, we can do this. Last time I try. I don't try anymore after this. Let's just get the fucking Uria win. Here was like, okay, we need protection for the back row. We have an Imperial custom, but I want even more protection. And they also kind of clocked, but you said a mystical Space Typhoon, so they didn't really clock their back row. Here they had this Solemn. I was like, holy shit, they even Solemn and put them at 4,000. So Uria is even easier to make live now. Okay. I take the attacks here. I draw another Metal Reflect Slime. I'm like, okay, I can stall even harder. I get the Solemn. They do have the Space Typhoon, but we have the Imperial custom. So here I was like, I'm not sure. Is this putting the trap back into my hand? They were telling me it does. I was just okay. If you say so, let me know in the comments if that's right or if the traps should have just went away. I don't know. All I know is that we do have the Metal Reflect Slime. They do have a Trap Dust Shoot. They're probably still expecting the Exodia. No Exodia piece in my hand. Resetting all of this. And yeah, Metal Reflect Slime is stalling us out. We will get the Uria, but we have to draw it. Here, this one I added to, yeah, get even more damage. Because at this moment, only one, like, Uria, this is wrong. They lost this. Yeah, now their life points are right. If we drop Uria now, it would be at 4,000 attack. And if we hit over a yellow gadget, now it's killing. Is it? No, it's 2,800. So we need some more. If they kill this by battle, but they can't even kill it. So some more damage and we can do it. Here they learned that they can destroy it. They thought they will take the damage now, but they don't. Solidarity is also annoying. They had the trap stun, but we do have the Solemn. Here we have the Planter to put something into grave. And I think I need just one more card for Uria, right? This is why I'm not dropping it. And here I'm like super happy because by using the Horn of Heaven on the Metal Reflect Slime, they can't use it on Uria now because they lost it. And now I have 1, 2, wait. Now I have 1, 2, 3 in graveyard. And then I will also get another 3 from 3-rating for Uria. So this is 6,000 and this is 2,100. So we are dealing 3,900. So we will win with this Uria. We will win. There's one issue. Royal Oppression. Yeah, Royal Oppression. It is just fucking Royal Oppression. And if we would, yeah. We had the MST. If we MST'd this fucking card, GG. GG, but we didn't, and so they did have the Royal Oppression. Yeah. I'm like, okay, maybe we can get another. We have a Battle Fader, we have Magic Planter, we're getting a Messenger of Peace. We can stall, we can get this. Can we get this? No. Okay. And yeah, I'm also admitting that I'm just fishing for the one win. We're writing a bunch. And yeah, okay, I just left because I was like, yeah, if I'm not getting this, then there's no sense, because now they know about Uria. They have Horn of Heaven, they have Royal Oppression, and they will not side it out now they know about it. So, like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? We're not getting Uria. So I have to give up. I can show you the replay of an Exodia win and an Uria win in one game. But I played one more. Let's watch this. Let's fucking watch this. Okay, game 1, Exodia. We have the Sangan, we have a Gravity Bind, we have a Gold Sark, which I learned by this time I'm only using when I'm close, because I want more Uria pieces in deck to have a better chance to hard draw one of the missing pieces. Starlight Road, so we're safe against Heavy Storm. We are not safe against Heavy Storm. Fucking Caius hitting the board. We don't have a Battle Fader. We are dropping low. Call of the Haunted. We lost game 1. This is the last fucking match I played with this deck. And I was like, okay, let's get it with Uria this time. They know that we are on Exodia. Let's try Uria. Can we get a fucking Uria W? And even if we get it, we still need to get an Exodia W. Can we get it? Torrential. And I'm gonna be honest, our opponents, I think they were helping us in a sense this game. But we'll see. Caius, Banish the Gravity. We do have the Metal Reflects line. We have the Rivalry, which we just use to draw more. Yeah, we have the Imperial Custom, which protects our back row. Yeah, they just go in for damage. I'm like, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. So we're getting this one back, and we can draw even more. Yeah, I use this one to draw even more because we have the Messenger of Peace as well, and the Planter, and yeah, I wanted to have Skill Drain, which they snipe from us, but yeah, now we have Starlight and Messenger, so that's pretty good. This protects us against Heavy Storm. Royal Oppression coming in. They could use it to negate Uria, but they can't because we will just tribute this and then it's not longer on the field. Here we have the Heavy Storm. Yeah, I was kind of dumb because the Royal Oppression, they can use it to negate our Starlight Road. I knew this. I totally forgot in the moment. Fortunately, we had the Imperial Iron to protect our back row. And yeah, at this point, our graveyard is super stacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking traps, and they also lost some life points. So if this is coming down, it comes down with 11,000 attack. So if it's hitting over anything, we also have a mystical Space Typhoon for back row. If it's hitting over anything, we will win. And we do have, yeah, we have 3 back rows now, and I also had the Space Typhoon, which here I have to use for my own. Yeah, here I have to use my Space Typhoon for the Royal Oppression, so I can use Metal Reflect Slime and them not negating it. So we live this turn. So yeah, we are no longer on 3 continuous traps, but now we are. We have the Solemn as a backup, and I'm like, okay, I'm sniping 1. And if it's a Solemn or something, or if they have a Mirror Force, which I did not snipe, we have the Solemn. So let's see what their back row is. It's a Deep Prison, it's a Trap Hole, and it's perfectly working out because they can chain Trap Hole to this effect, and we get a Deep Prison, so we don't even need the Judgment. We get the fucking Uria W, but we did not get the Exodia W first game. Can we get it this one? Here they go for the Future Fusion into the how's it called? Chimera Overtech Dragon or something like that. And they learned a lesson here because they thought if they equip the Year Frame to the fortress, it protects it, but this one doesn't destroy. No, it sands. They have the fucking submarine roid, so they're putting us on the timer here. I was explaining to them because I don't know, because in Edo Pro, where the rules are implemented, you can use Future Fusion with the Chimera tech. Yeah, dragon, fortress dragon. So it will not be summoned, but you can use it to send the fortresses to graveyard. And I don't know if that's because they have Master Rule 1 and not exactly Edison rules. I don't know how it is ruled in Edison. If you know, let me know in the comments. Let's have a look. They destroy the Sengan. We get another Exodia piece. And they don't hit over the tomato. They are afraid. And they do. And we don't have any targets left. So yeah, that's something. Maybe I should have another dark. Yeah, they are hitting. And we are using the Sengan for the third piece. But it is scary because we don't have defense. We kind of have to draw defense. Rivalry will protect us. They decide against the Caius. They could have sent this to this Yugo board, but still not would have won. Messenger of Peace is saving us. 3 pieces. And heavy storm. Yeah, we do have an Imperial. Yeah, and they also use the heavy storm, so I'm feeling kind of good. Torrential will even protect our Metal Reflect Slime. Not. Imperial Custom will protect our Metal Reflect Slime for Torrential. Cyber Valley, we draw 1 more. Let's make this play for play. 4 pieces in hand. 4 pieces in hand. We have a Starlight Road, we have a Torrential, we have double Fader, we have a Cyber Valley, we have a Mirror Force. This is fucking it. Is it? Is it? Or will they steal this from us? They don't have a Heavy Storm. And even if they would have, we would have the Starlight Road. Limit Reverse. Call of the Haunted. Could be used, but our back row is clogged. Trap does shoot. We are back on 3 pieces. We are back on 3 pieces. We are back on 3 pieces. We just need to get rid of one of these. And here I'm like, okay, I'm just doing it myself. They have the fucking Starlight Road. Am I fucking fumbling this? Because not only do they get a Stardust Dragon, but this one is an attack. Because this one is protecting us, but they can now just, deal damage to the Battle Fader. Which they fucking do. They hit us for 2,500, putting us really low. But we were able to set a Limit Reverse. Limit Reverse, get the Sengan, put it to defense, pop it, get 1 more Exodia piece. 4 pieces. 4 fucking pieces. 1 more. Just 1 more. Mirror Force. And here I'm like, you can still use Stardust Dragon to negate this. I don't even know why they attacked this, to be honest. But they could have used the Stardust Dragon under skill drain because it's not on the field. After you activated the effect, I told them, but I totally told them you can use Stardust, but they did not. Yeah, so. And I think at this point, they surrendered. But Solemn, Bottomless, and we had a Call of the Haunted, so. Yeah, I was pretty confident, like, in order to defeat us, they have to get rid of the back row, and when they get rid of the back row, we have the call. Also, 1 more match. Planter would have done the trick, or hard drawing the Exodia piece. Only 8 cards left in deck, so I'm counting this as an Exodia win. We won with Uria, we won with Exodia, and yeah, it was a fucking journey. And I'm so glad that I got this replay that I can show you, and video is probably long enough. How long is this? Over an hour. Let's stop right here. Leave a like, subscribe. New deck every Sunday. See you in the next one. Bye.